All right, welcome to another video. Today's video is not going to be a very fancy lifestyle video where I show my day to day, which I'm going to touch a little bit on that as well. But today's video is going to be explaining why I think remote high ticket sales. Let me share my screen here. Why I think remote high ticket sales is the best way to get into online space if you're young and you're planning to get started in the online space. You don't know where to go. You're like, okay, should I start a business? Should I start an agency? Should I start a drop shipping? Whatever, your situation is. This is my story a little bit and why I think if you want to, build on skills and have a high value skill and that is not only going to serve you for now and make some money now, obviously, but also serve you for the future, this is the best. Okay, so why remote high ticket sales? Okay, here we have a picture of Patrick Bateman. I like the picture. I like the movie. Don't ask me why. Okay, but I really like it, and it's one of my profile pictures on Instagram that you can go and check it out. So yeah, so why remote high ticket sales? Okay, and specifically for the info product space. Okay, here I'm talking about selling courses, selling programs, selling masterminds, all the online education space, which one of the missions that I have as a sales rep and also for the company that I'm selling for is to change and revolutionize consulting, right? We want to change how the online education is viewed. So you may know, right? A lot of scams out there, a lot of people that overpromise and underdeliver. One of the missions that we have, and one of the missions that I have personally is to change that. And if I can change that by selling people into a program that actually changes their life, that's how it's going to be. That's how I'm going to be able to do it. Okay. So the first thing is simplicity, right? I want to start by saying you obviously need to have some type of communication skills, right? It's not like you're going to jump onto a sales call and if you don't know how to communicate, if you don't know how to convey your value properly, it's not going to work very good for you, right? But if you are a normal person, right? Like you can see I have a Spanish accent and I can connect with people. I can explain the value that we have here. That's all you need. You don't need to be, I don't know, like Jordan Peterson, right? And someone that talks very good. And if you don't know who Jordan Peterson is, I mean, he's very articulate. He communicates very well. Okay. So first thing is simplicity. You don't need much. Okay. You can get started and you can start as an appointment setter. First of all, that's one position that I would highly recommend that you go through at least 1, 2, 3 weeks. That's how I started for the guy that I'm selling for right now. And then I transition into a closer position. Okay. Simplicity. I also mean you don't need much when it comes to equipment. You need a camera, which again, if you have a good laptop, that's all you need. You need a good laptop to take calls, Zoom, you download Zoom in your laptop and you take calls from there. That's all you need. And a notebook. That's it. If you want to invest in a camera like I did right now, and this is like $300 camera, it's not a huge investment. It will make you better. It will make you look better on the sales call, more professional, and that's it. If you want to invest in a microphone, this microphone is $50 from Amazon. That's it. That's all you need. Okay. Simplicity, because also it allows you to have a schedule. Okay. And if you are someone that cares about habits and about having the routine, it allows you to do that, and it allows you to build your day however you want. Right. So first of all, this is my schedule. I wake up, right? So I wake up around 6. I go to the gym just to get activated and not jump on a call and be, sleepy. So I go to the gym. I do my meditation. I read my Alchemy of Self, which I'm going to touch later on, what that is and how important that is. And then I start taking calls. So you can see I take 3, 4 calls in the morning, right? And then I have lunch or I have class. For the people that don't know, I'm still in college and, I'm finishing in 3, 4 months right now and I'm graduating and I'm done already. Okay. So I have a few classes and then I keep taking calls in the afternoon. So on a daily basis, I take around 5, 6, 7, sometimes even like 8 calls, which could be a little bit draining, but it's worth it every single call, right? Because I'm talking with people that I enjoy talking with, which is agency owners, consultants, coaches that we can help because the program and the product that we have for the company that I sell for it's insanely good. And I'm going to walk you through the results. Okay. So simplicity. Okay. That's it. If you want to build your schedule, you want to have freedom and have, build your schedule, build your day, however you want. That's all you need. Okay. Then impact. Guys, I'm going to walk you through the financial, obviously commissions and all of that, and that everyone talks about, which is fine. Okay. And I actually love that. And obviously you need the money. But guys, the impact that you're able to create by just having conversations with people, you as a sales rep, you as a high ticket closer, what you're doing is explain the product, is go through the pain, explain the product, the solution, right, for that pain. And then what you're going to be able to do is overcome their fears, right? Because a lot of these people are like, yeah, I like the product, but Carlos, this is like $5,000. I don't know if I can do that right now. And you have to overcome that fear for them because they cannot do it by themselves. So sometimes the call is going to take it's going to be like a therapy session, but guys, it is worth it. If you spend 1, 2, 3 hours with someone and you have that conversation with them and you're able to overcome that fear for them, and in 3 months time, you have these results, it is worth it every single minute of the call, right? So just to give you some context, this is that guy here 2 months ago or 3 months ago. He's 16 years old, 17 years old. He signed a $2,200 month deal, right? So guys, these guys from Europe, if you are watching me right now and you're from Europe, if you land 2, 3, 4 clients for that, you get into 10K a month. And 10K a month living in Europe, you're living like a king. You don't need much. You don't need to be making 100K a month. Yeah, you can get there, and depends on the lifestyle that you want to have. But we're changing lives here by just having conversations, okay? Like this guy, Sabir, right? He just sent me this testimonial 2 hours ago explaining how he solved the appointment booking problem that he was having, and he's now be able to scale to, you know, like the goals that he has, the 10K to 20K, 30K, 40K a month, right? This is a message that I received from Panos actually. He's like, hey brother, you helped me gain so much confidence, and I fucking killed that on the sales calls. In the beginning, he told me I do not care about Instagram. 20 minutes later, he paid me 2K for Instagram services. And honestly, I could have even closed him for more. Thank you. This is what you live for. Like when I receive these messages, it's like, fucking hell, yeah, this is worth it every single time. And guys, some days when you're taking 7-8 calls, your brain is draining, is like enough, you know, but it's worth it every single time. Okay, more testimonials here. Like first win, first client hoping on board tomorrow, working on a 50% commission basis, three appointments booked. Like guys, this is what you're able to do. Create impact. Yeah, making money, but you create impact. You're changing people's lives, literally. Okay, so when you are avoiding some uncomfortable situation or conversation in the call, do not make that sacrifice, because that means that these people, this person that you're talking to, it's not going to change their life, and they're going to be at the exact same point that they've been for maybe 1, 2, 3 years, because they haven't had enough confidence to get outside of the comfort zone and invest into something that actually gets them results, right? And guys, if you're selling for a good product, if you're selling for a good program, you change your lives like this. Okay, so just want to touch on that. More impact, right? That allows me to create videos like this, so that, you know, I'm starting to change my life, right? Because of helping people, I'm getting more money, I'm getting more value, and I'm able to document this, and I'm able to post it on YouTube. And just like one of the mottos that I have and that I live for is inspire to build, inspire people, right? And you know, you create more impact, I create more impact. Hopefully, if you're watching this video and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get into high ticket sales right now because I've watched this video, and maybe in 2-3 months time you're selling for a program and you're making money, that's amazing for me. So more impact, right? Another thing is high value skill. I know I touched a little bit on this, but you're learning a high value skill when it comes to sales, communication, you know, being articulate. That is not only going to serve you for now, which is going to allow you to make more money and make the company that you're working for more money, but also is going to serve you for the future. If you want to start a business and you don't know how to sell, how the heck are you going to grow the business if you don't know how to sell? So even if you're working for somebody else, I take this as this is my business. Like the company that I'm working for, I work as if this is my company. This is my department of sales. And I make sure that we get sales every single week, right? Because that's how the business grows. And if I'm not good, the business is not good, right? So you're learning a high value skill, and I will highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay, this is one of my mentors, Jack Roberts. Okay, shout out to Jack Roberts. He has a program, iClose Capital. If you want to check it out, this is what I started learning. This is what I started learning sales. You know, and I invested into him, and now I'm investing into other people. You know, and at the same time, this is gonna serve you as well, because how you buy is how you sell, and how you sell is how you buy, right? Is the saying that they say over there, and it's true. Like the moment that I started investing into masterminds, into programs, just think about it. How the heck are you gonna sell a $5,000 program if you cannot even invest that into yourself as a sales rep, right? So the program that I'm selling for is something that it's a program that I actually invested in a few months ago, like 1.5 years ago, and then I started selling for them because I know how good of a product they have, right? So again, you're learning a high value skill, but super, super important that you have a mentor. Super important that you start selling, you know, and that you start having someone by your side that actually understands the sales and the info product space, and, you know, all of that space, the online space, because obviously it's going to make things so much easier, and it's going to speed up that process. That's why programs like this exist, okay? Obviously, financial freedom, right? Like that allows you to make money. You're making commissions on that. Usually it's 10, 15, some reps, 20%, right? So if you're selling a $5,000 program, let's say, and you make that sell, that's $500 that you can make in a day, right? And there's going to be weeks that you sell only 2, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so bad at sales, right? And we're going to touch on the beliefs side of things. But there's weeks that you're going to sell 5, 6, 7 people, and you're like, I'm Jordan Belfort. What's going on here, right? So again, this is one of my long-term goals, right? I want to build wealth. I want to be able to just don't worry about money, right? I've been raised in a family that we don't struggle with money, but money is not abundant, right? And a lot of the beliefs that I have is because I haven't touched that amount of money ever, right? So when I started working with this business and they're making 6 figures every single month, it's like, oh shit, they're making this amount of money, and he's 20 years old. Like, it changes your belief system, okay? And it allows you to, start changing your life. This is my first month, okay? $900. Nothing crazy. But I'm like, okay, if I'm doing this and it's the first month, if I keep getting better and I increase my sales close rate, I'm able to make 5, I'm able to make 10, and I'm on the road. Like, okay, now it's 1500, now it's 2000. Next month, I'm planning to get to 3000. That's how I'm doing it. And I'm fairly new to sales. I've been in the online space for 3 years, but I'm fairly new to sales, right? And, that allowed me to get, like people paying $1,500, people paying $4,000, $5,000. I've never seen that money. That allows you to support your family, right? My dad came here 1 month ago to New York. I'm in Philadelphia right now, but he came. We were in New York. We were here for 3 days. It allows you to not worry about the money, right? I'm going to Dubai, guys. Like one of my vision boards that I had, right, like 4 or 5 months ago was to get into a mastermind that I wanted to go in Dubai. And I'm going to Dubai in 2 weeks, right? So I'm going with the guy that I'm working for. I've been able to get into the mastermind. And guys, like it literally, you're changing your life. And I know I get emotional because it is actually insane how you can change your life in 2 or 3 months. If you put the work in, you learn a high value skill like sales, and you just make people like this guy that I'm working for more money, you get more money. You're creating value, you get value. That's it. It's very simple, okay? And then the last thing that I want to touch on is outcome yourself, which is, guys, probably one of the most important things in sales is changing your beliefs. Because if you cannot change your beliefs, how the heck are you supposed to change other people's beliefs, right? So when I started on sales, I'm like, oh, I'm bad at sales. I cannot even communicate. I think it's my Spanish accent. I think like, I don't know. And the moment that I started changing that and I started seeing myself as the person that I wanted to become, which is like, I'm good at communicating. I'm extremely good at sales. I'm extremely articulate and I can communicate properly. The moment that I started saying that to myself, that's the moment that I started seeing results. And the moment that I started saying that, I was good at sales, next day I'm signing a $5,000 deal. And I'm like, okay, this is new, right? So this is the daily ritual. And I want you to pay a lot of attention to this, okay? You have your belief systems because you had experiences in the past. How you were raised, how you were, in high school, in college, you have all these beliefs that you have to detach if you want to become another version of yourself. And I know it sounds a little bit voodoo, like, it sounds a little bit like that. It's actually true. And I was the kind of guy, I was like, I don't need to do this, right? But if you intervene here in your beliefs and you ask yourself, who am I becoming? You change your thoughts and you change your beliefs. You change your thoughts every single day, right? You probably see it, like, and this is nothing against homeless people, right? But if you see homeless people on the street, I'm in Philadelphia, so there's a lot of homeless people, and some of them talk to themselves, and they always talk negatively. So what do you think will happen if you keep talking to yourself negatively? It's like, oh, I'm so bad. It's a loop. It's a loop. It's cause and effect, right? You keep telling yourself that you're bad, you're gonna be bad. You keep and you're in that loop. And you probably know a lot of these people. Look at your family. Look at your friends. You're gonna see these loops, right? So if you intervene, change your thoughts, you're gonna change your beliefs, right? If you take massive action in confidence with your new beliefs, right? You're gonna get a new reality. You're gonna start experiencing a new reality, which for me was, I'm signing a $5,000 deal. What is going on? And you experience feedback and adjust beliefs and actions accordingly, right? So you take massive actions, you experience a new reality, which is, oh shit, I made $30,000 in cash collected for this company last month, or revenue, or whatever it was. It's like, I'm able to do this. So you experience that feedback and you adjust the belief again. And you start taking action. And it's going through that loop again. That is like, okay, beliefs, actions, new reality, feedback, new beliefs, action. And you keep building and you keep building. And next month is, okay, now it's 100K cash collected. That's a new reality. Let's adjust beliefs, because if I can do 100, I can make 150. Take massive action. New reality, 150. Okay. And it's a loop. So for sales guys, if you're here, okay, and I don't want to sound like a self-improvement guru, whatever you guys call that, okay? But if you visualize that, and you kind of lie to yourself, but you're not lying to yourself because you have to actually believe that, right? You get that. You have to become that person, that version of you that can make that type of decisions, that can make that type of actions, okay? And I read this every day, and I remind myself in the morning and in the night that I'm this person, right? So some inspiration that I have here, you can see, one of them is Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read that book, read it, okay? Nikola Tesla, frequencies, energy, how that affects, Right now, probably you have some energy that I'm, like, how do you say this? Like, I'm shooting to you. You're receiving some energy, right? Daniel Dallin, I love Daniel Dallin, the way he documents his life, the way the aesthetics, right? The minimalist content creation that he has, right? Luke Belmar, I love the way he thinks, right? Charlie Morgan, right? Sam Ovens, Jordan Belfort, Batman, right? Like, I'm identifying myself with these identities, right? And that's what will allow me to become that version. because I'm already those type of people. And I read this every single time. And this happens not only with yourself as a person, but also in the sales process. It's like if you're struggling with line of questioning and you keep telling yourself that you're struggling with line of questioning and how to ask questions, how to go about objection handling, you're gonna keep struggling because you keep telling yourself that you're bad at line of questioning or you're bad at objection handling. So you have to change your belief. You have to change that, right? And that's it for today, guys. I want to explain this in detail, and I hope you, if you're planning to get into high ticket remote sales, that this helped you. And you know that if you actually want to get started, just I'm gonna drop my Instagram here. I'm in a community where a lot of info products, a lot of programs, they need appointment setters, they need closers. So don't hesitate. If you're watching this video, I'm gonna drop my link for the Instagram. Just text me there. I usually check it in the night, around 6-7 p.m. New York time. That's when I block out everything and I just check my socials and that's it. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate, okay? And just remember this: if you want to watch this video 2 times to 3 times to remind yourself of what and why remote high ticket sales is probably the best way to gain the online space, do it. Okay, that will allow you to understand this a little bit better. And if you like this video, obviously share with other people that maybe are in the same situation as you are. And yeah, I'm gonna keep posting. I'm gonna drop probably a blog in Dubai and what the things that I'm doing there and just what that looks like. Okay, so thank you for your attention, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully this helps for you. All right, see you.